Assalamualaikum everyone, hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, a big welcome. So today I'm going to be filming a Beautybay haul because I did spend rather a large amount of money on the Beautybay Black Friday sale and I wanted to film this and get it up for you ASAP. Fingers crossed this is up on the Monday so you guys can still take advantage because I know a lot of these things are still in stock. And yeah, right now Black Friday seems to be like a whole 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, sometimes a month-long event. And you know, after Black Friday there's going to be like Boxing Day sales, after that's going to be New Year sales. So anytime that myself or any other blogger is sharing these deals, please don't feel like obviously you need to buy them. Just be like as responsible as you can, because I for one know that it's super easy to start stockpiling and collecting and having like way too much stuff to the point where you're just wasting money. But this year what I decided to do was create myself a little Black Friday list of things that I knew I was going to buy anyway, so I'd rather just buy them now on the sale and get a discount off my you know, regular purchase, or things that like little gaps in my collection, or things that I really want. Either one of those three categories. And these items pretty much fit in those categories. But I do tend to definitely stock up at this time of the year rather than buy makeup continuously throughout the year. So yeah, I'm definitely somebody who does that because I know my makeup buying habits. I love getting a bargain. Like, if it's not a bargain, I don't really want it, to be honest, even if it's like 3 for 2, 20% off, whatever it is. Here's my first parcel. I've got two parcels. I thought they were going to be a bit bigger actually, considering how much money I spent, but they're having about 30% off. And just to let you know, I have got a whole thread on my Twitter where you can see my favourite deals that I come across, whether I'm buying them or not. I'm putting the deals on there. Like the Huda Beauty foundation was like £23 yesterday, I put that on there. Charlotte Tilbury powder for like 25% off. Like anything that I see, I just add it to that thread. They are affiliate links for the most part. Like 80% of them are affiliate links, which means that if you purchase from them, I literally get like 3p off your order. Like, I'm not even kidding, it's a small amount, but obviously it does add up over time, and that money goes back into buying like my lighting or my subscriptions, or you know, it always goes back into my channel in some way. So if you do choose to buy from them, thank you so much. But anyway, it's been a pretty long intro, so I'm going to get started. You can check out all the links to the things that I brought down below because they're all going to be linked down below for you. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing is actually something I've opened and used. I'm sorry, I'm showing you a dirty item, but I mean, it's not dirty, you know, I just used it for my makeup today. And this is a Wet n Wild sponge. It's pretty cute. It's like pink. It's smaller than this when you get it, and it just has W and W at the front. What I will say is, compared to the Beauty Blender, it's a little bit, tiny bit more stiff. I think the Beauty Blender is a tiny bit more soft, but it's very similar to the Beauty Blender. Finally, affordable sponges are getting a similar texture, whereas before, I remember they used to be very like rough and latexy and just sometimes it felt like you're punching your face when you're using a cheaper sponge. But yeah, I thought this was really good. This was around £3, something along those lines. Honestly, I don't replace my sponges often enough, but you are supposed to replace them fairly often because inside there can be like all sorts of bacteria and growth growing, and it's not a good time. Sticking to Wet n Wild, we've got the eye makeup remover here. This is supposed to be gentle and effective and supposed to remove waterproof mascara, and it seems to be like a duo phase eye makeup remover. You can see there's the top bit here which is oil and the bottom bit here which is like more of a watery substance. Never tried it, never really heard about it, but it was such a good price that I just thought, let me just see if it's any good. This was £3.80 in the sale, and yeah, I do at the moment tend to use Bioderma for my eye makeup. And I think I've got one more bottle of that left, so this wasn't like technically a very necessary purchase, but I thought let's try it out. I'm always up for trying an affordable eye makeup remover or micellar water. Another Wet n Wild item here is this brush. This is a small concealer brush, and this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see the light, it's very bright today, sorry guys. This was only £1.40, which is such a steal. The reviews on the site said this was really good for cut creasing or for shaping your eyebrows. I have better brushes for cut creasing just from the first impression because these are quite long bristles, and unless you have a lot of lid space, in which case you're very lucky, then I feel like this wouldn't be the best for cut creasing, but you could definitely try and use it for that. I personally will be using this to put concealer under my brows and to define my brows because I don't remove hair from my brows, so I have to do that quite often. Since we've done 3 items from Wet n Wild already, let's just do the rest of them, shall we? I am so excited for this, you guys. This is a Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation, and this is in the shade Golden Beige. If you don't know already, the original foundation of this is one of my favourite affordable foundations. It's really, really good. It's definitely more of a matte to demi-matte finish. This one, loads of you guys on Instagram are messaging me like, Iqra, if you like the original, you need to try the duo one. So I'm super excited to try this. I think I'm going to be doing like a whole review on this because, you know, those like review videos on my channel, at first they don't do well, but then later on they get picked up by the algorithm and then people find them really useful. So I'm going to do one. I know this isn't a new foundation, but I know a lot of people are looking for affordable foundations that are actually good, you know, that actually have a good undertone, are a good match. Just looking at the bottle, that match looks beautiful. It looks so good against my skin tone, and I love a dewy finish. I used to love dewy finishes more when I had more obviously dehydrated skin, and now I'm a bit more combo, so like my nose can get a bit oily, but I still really do like a bit of a dew, a bit of a glow, and I just use a bit more powder now. That's the only difference really. I think this is the final Wet n Wild products, but I couldn't help but pick up their stick foundation as well. So this was £4.15 in the sale. The liquid foundation was £4.15 as well, but just typically like full prices are about £6 maximum, I want to say. So this is a stick foundation. This is in the shade Golden Honey because I don't... Did you guys see that? Oh my god, it just jumped out of the packaging. Wow. I really hope that was caught on camera because that's kind of funny. Oh my goodness. That's so bad. But will it still work? Yeah, it does still go up and down. But I mean, it is a, what, £4 foundation. But anyway, let's see what the shade is like. That was hilarious. This is maybe like a smidge on the warm side, but I still think it's going to be a pretty good match. So again, I'll be trying that out. Let me know if you want to see that on my channel or on Instagram. I do tend to do a lot of my makeup content on Instagram now because it's just an easier place to create like shorter, snappier content, and then on here I do more talking videos. But yeah, let me know guys. So this is something that I've not really seen anyone talk about, but I just got tempted to try it because it sounded interesting. This is a Revolution Pro Goddess Glow Finishing Powder, and this is in the shade Radiate. So many sublines. This is the most expensive one, the Pro line. And I do like what I've tried from that so far, but I've not tried much. This seemed really promising. It's a glow finishing powder, and it's got a little puff of it, which is cute. Just having a look at the product from the top of it, I can see some shimmer. I think Huda has this on her powder too, and I'm not the biggest fan, to be honest, but I suppose it stops wastage. And I'm just going to put my finger on. Okay, so that is definitely shimmery. It's definitely got a shimmer to it. It's definitely got glitter to it. So I'm not sure that I would personally use this all over the face. I was kind of envisaging this to be something that would be like really good for like the buffing technique, where you can pop your brush in here and just finish off your makeup. I mean, it's kind of like a fiver, so it's not the end of the world, but I suppose it would be quite a lovely powder for this area. Maybe not just right under the eyes, maybe just sort of here and here to add that sort of glow. And I don't know how obvious that would look, but I mean, even if I'm moving my hand from far, I can still kind of tell that there's shimmer there. I don't know, we'll have to try these out, and we'll try them out together. Let's see what we think. This is another product from their Pro line. This is Revolution Pro Crystal Gloss, and I purchased this in the shade Dreamer. And it just looked really beautiful. Like, the packaging is stunning on this, and the shade just looks so me. And yes, I know I didn't and don't plan to buy too much lip products, but obviously I have decluttered like 40 products this year. If you missed my huge lipstick collection swatch and declutter video, I'll leave that down below. I got rid of 40 products, so I am allowing myself to pick up a few more, possibly, because I'm also getting towards the end of my other ones. But just from the tube, I can see there's like gold glitter shimmery bits in here. I'm not sure if that will be picked up on camera, but you can see there's like gold glimmer and shimmer in there, which I don't mind in a lip gloss actually. I don't love it in my highlighters, but let's see if that actually translates. Wow. Oh my goodness, that is such a stunning shade. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is so a bit of me, and you can see there's a bit of gold infused in there. But I'm not mad at it. I think this is going to be one of my favourite products as long as the formula is good, so fingers crossed for that. Quite a while ago now, I reviewed the Juno Blue Original Sponge. They have come out with another sponge called the Storm Cloud Makeup Sponge. This was only £3.15. Again, very, very affordable. A little bit more expensive than the Wet n Wild one, but definitely in the affordable bracket. Like, if you think about how expensive beauty blenders have become, it's just insane. I remember when they were £15 and now they're like nearing the £20 mark. Yeah, let's have a look. I don't think that was necessary to put its own plastic packaging in there. It's a bit disappointing, but interesting. So this is the shape of the Storm Sponge. Obviously I've not run this under any water. It's got a very precise tip, and then it's got a small flat side and a bigger flat side too. So I actually think it's going to be quite handy for getting into those inner corners, for baking as well. Like one side you can use for the liquid products and one side you can use for powder. So yeah, looks pretty promising. Definitely not the same microfiber texture as the original ones. I also repurchased one of my high-end ones, but that's not going to be in this haul. Excited to try that as well. Right, let's talk about some products that I purchased as backups. I purchased Revolution Pro microblading pencils. Both of these are in the shade Chocolate. And I also got Renaissance Flick liners. I got 2 of these, and these are in the shade Black. Absolutely love both of these, and I can't even count how many times I've purchased both of them. I always tend to get them if they're a 3 for 2 because they're just 2 products that really work well. Sometimes chocolate will be a little bit light for me, but honestly every single time that I finish up an eyebrow pencil, and I go on to like try and use up my pomades or something, I just miss the pencil. I just miss it so much. So really happy to have 2 of these, and this is the best affordable liner, honestly. Now what I will say is that it's a pen shape, so it might take you a little bit of a while to get used to the applicator, and especially if you're a beginner, it's not like the easiest if you're a beginner. But for me, I've been wearing eyeliner since I was like 15, 16 years old. I don't feel like any of my makeup looks are complete without eyeliner. Yeah, it's just like tried and tested, fail proof, and I'm really happy to have this in my stock. Both the brow pencils and the Renaissance Flick liner were only £3.50 each, and they're usually £5 or £6 each, so you do like save a considerable amount overall, which is why I could justify that. And I don't back up every single thing, but there's certain items that do run out quickly, like mascara, liner and brow products which you're using consistently, and also just have a shorter shelf life than things like foundation and blushes and things like that, that I just think are worth getting. By the way, I didn't even notice my hijab's like slowly swallowing up my face. Apologies for that. The rest of these, okay, no, actually there's one thing here. So this is the Wet n Wild Bare It All lipstick. Absolutely adore this shade. I purchased this shade years and years and years ago when I just used to write my blog before Instagram was really a thing. The formula hasn't changed massively, so they are definitely on the drying side. They are definitely a bit more thick, but they are beautiful and they last a decent amount of time. So I'm just going to swatch Bare It All for you guys. Let's do it here. As you can see, it's just the perfect My Lips But Better, slightly more pinkier version of a lipstick. It lasts well throughout the day. I think it really complements like my skin tone, which is like a warm olive skin tone. Absolutely adore it, and for £2 it would have been rude not to, let's be honest. Right, now the next thing is another backup, and this is, well actually this isn't a backup, this is a replacement because I finished the first one finally, and that's rare for someone with such a large lipstick collection to end up finishing liquid lipsticks or lipsticks in general. It's rare, but it's a good thing that I finished it, but it shows you how much I love it. It's the Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Everything Nice. And I got this for £10.50. This is what the packaging looks like, super, super cute. This is genuinely one of my favourite lipsticks of all time. And if you're wondering what it looks like, I will leave a link down below and in the cards, hopefully, to my top 10 lipsticks of all time video, where I've swatched every single one, talked about the pros and cons, the prices, etc, etc. And that one is part of those lipsticks because it is just perfect. Alright, moving on to some bits that I haven't tried before but I thought looked like they were good deals. So this is by BH Cosmetics. It's a vegan brush, the V10 Vegan Brow Duo Brush, and this was only £2.25. and it reminded me a lot of the ABH brow brush, but literally like a fraction of the price. Very nice. I'm happy with that so far, like just on first glance. So that is what the top of the brush looks like, and it's got a decent sized spoolie. I do find that sometimes on these like duo brushes, the spoolies can be a bit too large. I love the micro blading like Revolution brow pencil spoolie because it's much smaller and more precise. But I do like that this is quite wide and it's got a nice slant to it, so it'll be easy to draw lines and draw hair-like strokes. And again, for like just over £2, that was a bargain, because the ABH brow tool is literally like 18 to 20 pounds. I had that one and I lost it, and I'm so annoyed with myself that I lost it, and I'm so gutted that I lost it, but I'm not going to allow myself to repurchase it. And this is something else from BH Cosmetics, and BH Cosmetics is a brand that I've heard so much about on YouTube. Like, so many people have talked about it, like American YouTubers, but I feel like it's not been the most accessible brand for us. Obviously it's not in Boots or Superdrug, but it is on Beautybay, and that's why I do love a bit of Beautybay, because they have some really cool brands like Gerard and BH Cosmetics. So this is a power pencil in waterproof beige. It wasn't the cheapest, actually. It was £4.85. It had really good reviews, and I wanted to actually compare this to some high-end pencils that I've got. I don't use them all the time, but I did want to compare that one, which is like £5, to a more expensive one, and maybe do a video or an Instagram post about that. And then I also purchased this, which I thought was really cool. It's a Revolution double-ended masking brush. So one end has got like a rubber spatula type of tool, and then the other one is just a brush. I just thought this was a really good idea to buy, because it's so much more hygienic to use a tool to take your mask out than use your fingers. Obviously, like, the vast majority of us are going to be washing our hands before we are using, you know, doing any skincare anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to mask. I just wanted the masking brush, you know. Do check these things out, because they probably will still be on sale, and I'll leave them all linked down below. This is a bit random, but I saw the Dr. Paw Paw 7-in-1 hair treatment styler. It's a heat protectant, reduces split ends, detangler, leave-in hair treatment, reduces frizz and smooths, bow dry styling, and it adds a shine apparently, which is amazing. So this just looked really cool to add to my little haircare collection. That was £6.30 in the sale for 150 millilitres. And then probably the most exciting thing of this box is, I'm a bit like, oh, that was naughty, Iqra. Like, you didn't need any more eyeshadow palettes, but hear me out, okay? I have not purchased an eyeshadow palette in a while. Like, I want to say it's been at least a year, but correct me if I'm wrong. But it's been a while, and this is the Viseart, or Viseart, I always say Viseart or Viseart, however you want to say it. Their Dark Edit eyeshadow palette, and I purchased this for £21, which is honestly such a bargain, because when I tell you that these are like the most gorgeous formula eyeshadows you'll ever try in your life, I'm not kidding. This is a very much a pro makeup brand, and I have actually got the Warm Edit palette already, the red one, which, as the name suggests, has loads of warm tones. It's a stunning palette. I did 2 videos on it. One video where I reviewed the whole thing, talked about the size of it, the shades, and swatched the shades for you guys and everything, and another video where I did 5 different looks in one video for that. So I will leave those linked down below again. But genuinely, I was so drawn to this palette, and I feel like nowadays, when there's so many eyeshadow palettes coming out like every other week, it's really hard to get that feeling from eyeshadows. Oh, I just remembered, I purchased a drugstore palette and did a review on that, the Roxy one, but that doesn't count. I'm talking about like a high-end palette. I've not bought a high-end palette in a long time, and for good reason, because, you know, I do own a lot of them. But this is a Dark Edit palette. I just want to show you these shades. Oh my goodness. So these are the shades. Let me just give you guys a moment to take that in. How gorgeous are these? I am obsessed. I am honestly obsessed. The most perfect, like, khaki green colour I've ever seen in my life is here. Love this orange shade. Absolutely love this. It's the most gorgeous, like, blood red orange colour. These, like, browny, warm, darker shades are amazing. That purple is stunning. And then all 4 of these shimmer shades are just gorgeous. And this is like a dark, like, navy blue. Actually, this blue will be really good for when I wear this top next time, because that is gorgeous. So yeah, that was a bit of a cheeky purchase because I do own quite a lot of eyeshadow palettes already. However, I know I'm going to use this. I know for a fact that the formula is A1, like the best of the best. So I'm going to go on to my second box. This is a smaller box, but it's very heavy, and this is the one where I pretty much realised I needed to get some hair care stuff, so let's rip it open. Alright, the first thing I got, which was a little bit random, but it's a Kitsch Pro Dermaplaner. You get 12 little, basically, facial razors in here, and these were only, which I thought was a really good price, £5.75 for 12. Seriously, such a good price. The ones that I've got at the moment are the foldable ones, but they have all gone pretty rusty because after I dermaplane / shave my face, I give the blade a quick spritz with antibacterial spray, and that has definitely like made them quite rusty. So, and also when they're rusty, they're not going to be as effective as actually getting rid of the hair. So yeah, 12 for like a fiver is 12 for a fiver is amazing, and they're 100% stainless steel. They gently remove dead skin cells and unwanted facial hair. It does give you smoother, brighter, more even-toned skin. I totally agree with that. Makeup does apply smoother and more evenly, and skincare I feel like can penetrate deeper into the skin, which is great. And it's excellent for precision shaping and refining eyebrows. I mean, I don't use it for that now. I always make sure that my skin has got a light layer of either moisturiser or oil on it, because that makes the blade glide so much quicker and easier over your skin, and it literally takes off so much more. But the trick is to not oversaturate your face, so just put a very light layer of something on and then start dermaplaning or shaving your face. Trust me, game changer. I didn't used to do it before, don't know why, but yeah. That's just something I wanted to add. I forgot one really important thing that I wanted to order within the last haul, and then I had to go back and get it, and then I was like, let me just get some hair care stuff as well. But that thing is this guy right here. Iqra Dermatones Corrector Wheel. You get 10 grams of product in here, and I paid £15.75, so it's definitely one of the most expensive things in my haul. And you know what I found really odd was that there was like very few reviews of this online. I was trying to Google it, trying to get swatches. It camouflages dark spots, tied under eyes, redness and blemishes on the face and body to create a flawless base prior to applying foundation. That's exactly what I do. I tend to always correct my skin first, especially at the moment I've got a ton of scarring. My skin, I say it in every video, I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah, I've got a lot of scarring, and I've also got dark circles. And the hunt for the perfect corrector has always been like, literally always been something that I've been looking for. And what tends to happen is I find a really good one and it gets discontinued, and then I have to start the hunt again. But this one here looks really promising. Let's just take the lid off. So you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different tones there. And they all seem pretty wearable. Right, that middle one, unfortunately, is too light. I could potentially use it as like a concealing shade, but that is too light. However, the rest of them look like they could work quite well. So I'm just swatching this one, and that's what it looks like. Yeah, that looks pretty promising. I'm going to have a good play around with this. If you guys would like to see a video where I use all these new products, or not all of them, but majority of them, let me know and I can film that for YouTube. Because yeah, there's a lot of exciting things in here that I want to try. Once I picked up that concealer wheel, which fingers crossed is going to do a really good job at correcting, I was like, you know what, I'm here now, it's 30% off, let me just have a quick look at the hair care stuff. Sorry about that, guys. That was Viseart on FaceTime. I've not seen him in like 3 days, so I just had to quickly take that call. But as I was saying, I went back to buy the concealer palette. Fingers crossed it works really well as a corrector. And then I was like, you know what, I need to buy some products for my hair, because I'm going to put a lot more effort in my hair now that I'm not wearing hijab all the time. There is zero excuse to have bad hair. I kind of like don't really know where to start. However, there are quite a few girls on my Instagram, some are hijabi, some are not, who are sharing their curly girl like journeys, and it's so cool to see that. So they kind of inspired me to pick up products that are specifically for people with curly hair. These products in particular are actually definitely for like an afro kind of hair type, but I thought I'd try it anyway. I'll let you guys know. Tell me if you want sort of updates on how they work. But it's by the brand Cantu, and their products I believe are like mainly based around shea butter. So this is for natural hair. It's for the Comeback Curl Next Day Curl Reviver. It's made for curls, coils and wavy hair. So it can be used for sort of all types of hair. And it's supposed to refresh your curls, reduce frizz, and it's supposed to add shine. And it's made with pure shea butter for all curl types. This was £5.55 in the sale. And then I also purchased 2 more products from the same brand. This one is the Cantu Coconut Curling Cream. So this defines, conditions and adds manageability, revealing soft, elongated curls made of pure shea butter. The Cantu restores your real authentic beauty. And this is for, again, curly, coily or wavy hair. So you're supposed to smooth this into damp hair section by section, beginning at the roots and working towards the end, and not rinsing it out. But you can also use it on dry hair to like re-moisturize curls. And then the last thing that I got was the Cantu Moisturizing Twist and Lock Gel. This controls frizz for a silky smoothie hold. For a silky smooth hold. So yeah, this is good for defrizzing, moisturizing and adding manageability to hair. So excited to try all of these. The Twist and Lock Gel was £4.85 and the coconut curling cream was £5.55. So I spent about £15–16 there on hair stuff, but I'm hoping that by the time Iqra comes back I will have got a bit more of a curly hair routine in place, and that I will just be making a bit more effort with my hair basically, because yeah, there's just no excuse to look like a bedhead all the time when you don't have your hijab on, and that is me basically. But yeah, that is my very large Beautybay haul. That was more than £150, but I hope you can see that it's all things that I either needed, will need, or like really wanted. And if you guys want to take advantage of the Beautybay sale, check down below again for all the links. I'm going to link every single thing down below. I'm going to try and get this up for Sunday/Monday, so as soon as possible, because I know that the deals are coming in heavy. But anyway, I'm going to go now because I'm running late. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Take care guys, bye!